Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. What? I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day.
I feel like technically it's the Sigma symbol.
Right. I'm like,
it's also the rock and roll and the I love you and the aloha. It's a lot of things.
It is. It's a lot of things. Y'all, I got my Kiss t-shirt on. Mwah.
I do Prince. Extra time of year.
You did.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Mwah.
Hi.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the show. Go Ladies. I have to say it hard. I don't know.
You do. You say the accent too.
I do.
Every time.
I do.
She thinks she Rosie Perez. Y'all, she thinks she Rosie Perez for real.
Listen, the intro to Do the Right Thing was me. Okay?
The dancing?
Yes. That inspired me, like for real. Like it really,
serious?
no, I promise you it did. Yes. Like because I love to dance.
You do love to
So
dance.
seeing it, I'm just like, oh my God.
So that's the most iconic thing from that movie for you is that dance sequence.
Yeah. I mean, because it goes on and on. It doesn't just go right into the movie. Like, it's a long-ass intro.
She gets it hard for a long time.
And she is getting it.
She is.
And I'm like, and I used to emulate that, as you might imagine.
Yeah, I can see that.
Even in adulthood. I just, yeah. I loved it.
I like Mookie.
Mookie.
And thank you, God.
Oh, my Lord.
Those who know.
She like ice cubes. It's humid.
It is humid.
You didn't know.
It is humid. It's summertime. Summertime fun.
Woo,
But yes, that's the part that I remember the most. I like Mookie and his praise and worship. All right. So speaking of,
okay.
Speaking
of, yes,
dance sequences.
Yes. What?
I've seen it. Now you've seen it. Magic Mike, Last Dance.
Last Dance. Last Dance.
For love. Okay, now, come on, give me your thoughts.
Realistically, I mean, these movies are not the best movies, but you don't watch it again for dialogue. This is me. I have to get out of my thespian bag and just get into it is what it is the boy Channing can move. He moves his body quite nicely, which Salma Hayek said he moves like water. Like he moves rather nicely. I sound like an old lady, but he does. I was like, not like any strippers I've seen. So yes, yeah.
So I saw it in the theater.
Of course you did.
On the big screen.
Of course you did.
You know, because I like the cinema, and I believe in supporting the arts.
The skinema. That's what you like.
So I saw it.
Yeah.
And I literally, we're in the movie.
Yes.
And 5 minutes in, he's gyrating. Literally 5 minutes in.
Listen.
And so the movie theater, all women, of course.
Yeah.
Gets quiet than a mug. You can hear a pin drop. Folks are studying.
Yes. Honey.
Because he was moving.
He locked the door.
When he moved the furniture.
He rearranged the furniture.
I love a decisive man. He knew what he was going to do.
Jesus.
He knew what he was going to do. Art. Poetry in motion. So, we watched the whole movie.
Okay.
And then after the movie, I said, what was that about?
Right, exactly.
I don't know
exactly
at all what this movie is about.
Yeah.
And not that it was so sexy that my senses were overloaded. I don't know what it was about.
Yeah.
No, there is an amazing dance sequence at the beginning.
Yes.
There's an amazing dance sequence at the end. And the whole middle, I don't know what's going on with this.
Yeah, what's the plot?
But I'm going to watch it again, though.
Well, it's streaming now.
Dance. When he held himself up on the furniture.
He did.
And then body rolled in the air.
He did.
I said, you better come on, chorus string.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Chorus string. if you can do that,
yes,
you deserve the things you get.
Absolutely.
All of the things you get. Because he would literally held himself up, y'all, and was gyrating.
He was getting it.
All in her face. And I'm like, well,
yep.
You know.
Absolutely.
Speak on, brother. Speak on.
Once upon a time, Channing Tatum was in one of my dreams.
Uh-oh.
It was weird. I don't remember it now. And shut up. But when I woke up, I was like, why was Channing Tatum in my dream? It was weird. It was weird. But he was in the dream.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But that first dance was... I was waiting for them to get to the get. Because I'm like, you're not about to be doing all this. And I still got clothes on. I'm like, really? Like, come on.
Don't put no down payment.
Right. You just doing it.
Yes.
I'm like, nah.
Yes.
I'm just go ahead and get naked too.
Exactly.
Like,
so before that, we went back and I watched the other two.
Yeah.
Right? Just,
yeah.
You know,
yeah. I've seen all of them.
Cinema. So I'm going to watch all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, number one, of course, we know.
Right.
Number two, I forgot that Childish Gambino and Michael Strahan.
Yes.
I was like, good. What? Today's show? Today's show? Out
yes.
there,
yes. Yeah. Yep.
I totally forgot that he was in that.
GMA.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, whatever.
GMA.
Was it GMA?
Michael Strahan?
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead. Robin Roberts.
You're right.
Thank you.
It is GMA.
Go ahead. Continue.
You know, I be watching the Gale show, though.
I know. See, the Gale show.
I'm watching the Gale
Roberts.
show.
Yes.
So, but
anyways, yes, Michael Strahan was in it.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. to Twitch. He was in it as well.
Back to the news real quick. I'm sorry. I'm
okay,
on a
go
tangent.
ahead. I like it.
But I quit watching today when, they let go of Ann.
Right,
I didn't like that, how they did her dirty. So that's when I quit watching that. So I've been on, the Gale.
The Gale, yeah.
I watched Robin for a long time. Then Robin got sick and had to go away for a while. And then I've been switched over to Gale. So I'm watching the Gale. But, no, it's serious.
The Gale.
You know you know all the people and the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yes.
But I truly, like, it was hilarious just watching him come like, Childish Gambino?
Right? I like the setup. I like the second one. I don't know why.
Jada's hair was on point, too. Listen. I said, you better be.
I like a little madam situation.
She is definitely, I think, the precursor for all the Queen's men.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yep.
Yeah, even Diva a little extra.
Yes.
But I can still be the precursor.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. Yeah.
Y'all should watch it.
Yeah,
y'all should watch it. Magic Mike.
It's definitely escapism. I will say that, which is great.
Yes.
Like I have seen all of them.
Yes, life is life.
I need to escape. Yes. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. I don't watch movies for realism.
Right. Yes.
I can watch the news
escapism.
For that. Yeah.
And I like, honestly, how they franchise those out. Like, you have the show in Vegas now. And they had the show on HBO Max or whatever.
Yes.
Like, yeah. I'm like,
that was a little interesting.
It was. It was regular dudes.
Yeah. Which, I mean, there are regular dudes, right?
I mean, they are. True.
We always fantasize that these dancers are performers, or whatever the term that they want to use right at this point, are, some special breed. No, these just dudes that go to the gym and get their car washed. Like, they're regular.
Get their car washed.
I mean, no, but I think that we so often
true
and pedestal people.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, they're just regular people who do amazing things with their abs.
Water.
Like water.
Have you, seen male strippers before?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Let's clarify.
Okay, strip club.
Did I see a strip club?
Strip club, let's male strippers.
Shake joint. Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes, I have.
Did you have a good time?
No, I did not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So, back to my initial thing. Number one, and this is just my personal thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to sound really, really jacked up, but
it's you. Just
we're friends here, right? We're friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't pay for ass. You know what I mean? So for me, I've never had to pay for ass.
Okay.
And I don't particularly think like going to strip clubs
right
for that very reason.
Okay.
I also don't like being hot and bothered without a release.
See, yeah, but yeah.
So therefore, like this is all foreplay,
right?
And at some point, there
needs to be a transaction,
right? And since I don't pay for ass, I'm not champagne rooming,
right? Yeah.
So like this is a no for me. No Last thing, bachelorette party,
yes,
which is the most recent one, and the people are all oiled up, and this is dry clean only. Like, please don't get your oils on me. But this is dry. Like, for real.
Yes. Please don't get your oils on me. Who says that?
Me.
Please don't get your oils on me.
Don't know. Here's my little money. Go over there. But go someplace else. Because
yeah.
Okay. You know how hard to get the oil out of it?
I do.
I ruined sweatpants the other day because I got popcorn grease on it at the movie. I was so mad. You know, popcorn grease don't come out.
It doesn't.
So yeah, don't get them oils on my outfit.
Don't get them oils on.
I was cute with my outfit.
You're very cute.
So yeah, that's just my whole 2 cents. That's not really my zhuzh. If we're gonna start a fire, I want to.
Only you can prevent a forest fire.
I want the fire.
Okay.
I just smoke.
So, I went to the Shake Joint in Memphis, Tennessee. It was very much like a shack, and it was bring your own bottles. It was BYOB.
She went to a class establishment.
Memphis. I love y'all. But it was Memphis. In college, friend to the show, Brenda, her roommate, who was from there, took us. We're like, okay, sure, whatever. Oh my God. It was interesting. What I don't like about male strippers is that they're one-trick ponies. They always go for the big girl. And as a big girl, that does nothing for me. Like, that's your only trick. Let me get the big girl, and I'm going to show I can lift her up. And like, almost like making her feel good. And I'm like, don't patronize the big girl. Now, that's never happened to me because I'm like, don't come over here.
Right.
But I've seen it.
Yeah.
And they don't just go after, they go and get the big girl to show. And I'm like, okay, I guess. It didn't do anything for me. If anything, there was one of the strippers, I was like, oh my God, he has a nice back. Literally. I was just like, oh, his shoulder. But when you turned around, I was like, yeah, okay. But it did nothing for me. It wasn't like, and they would try to come over and slither there. And I was like, no. Like,
you are not a good patron, nor am I.
I'm not. I was like, you talking about the oils on you. I'm like, you're about to pick me up and make me a meme. That's before memes. But I just,
no.
Like, no. I don't. Get your money how you get it. But I was like, this ain't it for me.
My first was in college, too.
Yeah.
And the Kappas on the yard were having a male review. Mm-hmm. And me and my friends went freshmen. And we're going to go. We're going to go see it. And so we're there. And I stupidly assumed they had hired people. Mm-hmm. The Kappas
you
was
were
gyrating.
Freshman. Yeah.
And I was like, there go, I could say his name, from class. like, it was very confusing for me. I'm like, I sit next to you in English. Mm-hmm. But why are you open? Oh, like this.
Yeah.
I don't like this at
ain't
all.
it. This is like this not it.
Yeah, I thought they were going to hire somebody, like, and be amazing and all this.
But what money?
And I don't know. I'm a freshman at an HBCU. Ain't
no money.
In the 90s.
In the budget for strippers.
But that's
what
I
understand.
Thought.
Yes.
And then I get there, I see my classmates, and I'm like, y'all got some food? Yeah. I'm over this at this point. Y'all got something to eat because this isn't it.
That's not it. No. Oh my goodness.
So,
yeah. We just went down a whole rabbit hole.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
Because of Magic Mike.
Move like water.
So y'all should watch it. That's the bottom line. Y'all should watch it. Yeah. Weigh in. Have your boo thing. Our batteries. So because you're going to be warm afterwards.
It's going to be warm.
A little warm.
Oh gosh. Okay.
If we don't keep it real for our people.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
I didn't say anything too risque today. But you gotta keep it real for the people.
I agree.
I'll be a bad friend and I tell you to be prepared.
Be prepared. Mm-hmm. Water. Agua.
Okay.
Okay.
So, we talked about, obviously watching things on the big screen. Mm-hmm. You actually watched it at home.
I did.
People watch things on their phone, because your phone is your world, because your phone's sitting right next to you right now.
It is. It's an appendage.
Yes.
It's an appendage.
So, we wanted to talk about today. This sounds very formal. Talk about you today. Your phone and your privacy and how it affects your mental health and all those things. Because we actually behave differently when it comes to phones in the morning.
Yes, we do.
I don't even know how this topic came up the other day. Like, no telling with us.
I know.
But
we were just talking.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a specific brainstorm for the show. No. But we were like, ooh, we could talk about this on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Faith is very much so protect her morning mental health person. I'm very much so, I'm awake, let's go.
Yeah, you do. You do. Mm-hmm.
So talk about your process.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and to be quite honest, it's a process that I fall in and out of regularly. Because we're all works in progress.
Right.
So, ideally, when I wake up, I thank God for waking me up. Like, I take a beat, inhale, exhale, have a moment. I do grab my phone, though, because my devotion is on my phone. So, that's kind of the first thing I go to. I go to that app. I'm still laying in bed, though. I'm not up like you. I'm like, Jesus, let's go. And I hit the thing. There's a video aspect to it, whatever. And then I kind of begin my day. I get up. I try my best not to look at social media. Sometimes I fail, and that's okay. I'm human. But a lot of times my goal is to just do my devotion, then get up and begin getting ready for the day. Don't look at my phone really until I get to work, honestly. If I have to. If it's a text, sometimes Neysa will text me. I'll see a text.
That's a long time.
I know. It is. Or I'll see it, but I might not respond. Okay. I'll say that. If I see a text, I'm like, if it's not an emergency, I'm like, I'll just, because I do try to, like you said, protect my morning. That's the best way to say it. I don't want to dive right in. But I also turn on the TV and I'm watching news, so I'm getting information that way.
Yeah.
But as far as my phone, I try to kind of leave it where it is while I go in the bathroom and, get myself together. But that's kind of essentially my routine. Ideally, it's don't just be on the phone. Your turn.
I open my eyes to grab my phone.
Yeah. A lot of people do.
I open my eyes, grab my phone. Number one, my alarms are on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Mine are too. So I left the part.
But once I have my phone in my hand, then I'm calendar, messages, other calendar, emails.
Mm-hmm. You're working.
I'm working.
Yeah.
But I'm not a person who is slow to rouse. Mm-hmm. I'm either up or I'm not.
Right. Yeah.
If I take a nap, I'm a little slower bouncing back from a nap.
Yeah.
But in the morning, if I am awake, I am awake. Mm-hmm. And my brain goes fast in the morning. Yeah. It is. You want some business information, you want to talk about, work stuff, real serious stuff, catch me at 6:30 in the morning. And I'm ready. Let's do it.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it at 7:30 at night, I ain't got nothing for you.
Because you started so early.
I started so early.
Yeah.
But so I'm up and I'm zooming, really, let's go, let's go, let's go. I will text you all early in the morning, hey, I had this idea, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And Faith be like, it's 5:30 in the morning. Why are you
I'll text her back and be like, why are you so loud?
Yeah.
And
I even say good morning now too, and you still don't care.
I don't care.
So now I do wait and call you from the car on the way to work.
Thank you. Yes,
because I'm like, she might be in a bad mood.
It was one morning I was running late too. They saw her in the car. I'm in my bathroom, sitting there, put on makeup,
and I'm like, can you talk now?
And I was like, yeah, but hey, girl.
She does not sound very happy to hear from me at these hours in the morning.
Don't do that.
So, but it's okay.
Yes,
so, yeah. But that is really my brain just goes at the time of morning.
Yeah.
So, for a lot of people feel like it's an overload at that time. Mm-hmm. For me, it's really not.
Right.
Because, I'm firing on all cylinders at that point in time.
That's your peak. So, what's your peak window? would you say 5:30 to like peak productivity, peak like you're on?
Like 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. is like boom, bam, boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to, obviously reserve some of that for work.
Right.
Which is why I get to work so early. Because like my office people don't really start rolling in until about 9. I'm in there 8. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. So I can get a lot of stuff done in that morning time before meetings start and all that. So yeah, I like that that time frame.
For you, that's people have like their peak, productivity hours. Some people I forget what it's called. It's a whole science.
Yes, there is a whole science behind it. You got to find that sweet spot. For you.
Yeah, and that works for you.
Yeah,
that ain't mine.
I know. And a lot of people. My oldest is that way too. Yeah. Though. So we talk in the morning. Every morning we'll hop on the phone. She knows she can call me, and I'm like, if I'm not all the way up yet, I'm about to be. So let's go. Okay. So it's not an issue.
Okay.
So I do value the phone for that aspect, right? I value the fact that your whole world, I can do my banking, I can do everything from your phone, and I value that. I also hate it in that same vein because you're always on. Yeah. Like, you're always on.
Yeah.
And there are times where I'm just like, I'll answer a text. My kids say I'm really bad at it. I'll answer a text, and then I'll plug it up to charge, and I'll be in another room or whatever else, and they're like, we answered your text 3 hours ago, but you didn't have your phone with you. I move around my house without my phone in the hand all the time. And I think that's rare, actually. A lot of people don't.
It is. I was going to say, I love that for you.
Yeah.
I wish to be that way. Like, literally the other day, I was like, I'm going to leave my phone upstairs. And I did, but also I have the smartwatch. So it's connected to that. So I come downstairs, and I get like 3 calls, but I'm like, nope, not going to answer. It's all good. I'll talk to them later, blah, blah, blah. But then I was like, let me go get my phone. Truly, like, because Neysa and I, when we were talking, just how addictive it is. Like, yes, it can be used for good, but these phones are really addictive.
Yeah.
And it's by design.
Of course. Of course.
They're addictive.
They are. I mean, I was on TikTok, and I was conscious of it.
Yeah.
And cognizant of it, but still didn't change my behavior.
Exactly.
Because I'm like, okay, I'm scrolling. I'm going to watch this one last Dr. Pepper video because I really want to see this one. And then I'm like, 3 videos later, I'm like, I thought you said one video.
Exactly.
It's like, no. Yeah. It's a steady diet of what I like, so therefore I keep watching it.
They know.
So I have to actually, put that down. And TikTok for me, I think, is the worst when it comes to that. I don't know. I can put down Instagram faster.
Right.
But for TikTok, I'm like, no, I have to be like, nope, down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Because it's almost like teaspoons with TikTok. Like, you just get little bites of things. So, yeah. It's navigating that space for me, I'm with you, it's difficult.
It is.
And what do you do when it's part of podcasting, is part of your career, your social media managers, because I see these people that I'm taking a fast, I'm taking a break, and I know people who have done it. I know someone that honored Lent and didn't do social media. And I'm like, I would love to be able to do that. I can't. I've never shared that with you, but I was like, I would love to just like not do these apps for a little bit, but I can't. Can. I mean, true, but
you can.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
We'll talk offline. But I just know how addictive it is. I know I'm endlessly scrolling throughout my day, just constantly. I'll put it down for 2 minutes. Let me pick it back up.
Now, see, and I guess I'm old like that a little bit. I don't know. But, like, you asked me a few minutes ago, hey, have you seen that thing Andrea sent us? And I'm like, no. My kids were like, I sent you that on IG.
Right.
I ain't seen it yet.
You didn't see it,
you know? During my work day, like, I am working. I am fully focused. If it's not breaking news or something like that, then I'm not going to really get it. Now, if I take a lunch break or something like that, I'm like, okay, let me scroll for 5 seconds to see it. But that's about it. Like, I really do catch up in the morning and at lunch and then in the evening. So I'm not that consistent all day scroller. But yeah, it is hard. I mean, hell, we work in communications, right?
Right.
So I am constantly trying to have my finger on the pulse of things that are going on and trying to be abreast and all those things. At the same time, and then doing this, you know, there will be times when you see us posting a whole lot. Like we're now on TikTok. Just talk about TikTok. We're now on TikTok, so we're trying to post more there, and you know, all these different things. And I look for ways to do it in ways that are not intrusive on my life.
Right. Yeah.
And that's not always easy.
Correct.
You know, but yeah, we can figure out a way for you to take a break if you want to take a break.
But I will say I love our rhythm we have. Like, truly. When Neysa, if Neysa is down and doesn't do something, it's okay. I pick up the slack and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I will say I don't think we're a slave to it. You know what I mean? I honestly don't think so.
Well, here's the difference. Our livelihood is not based upon this.
Exactly.
I pay my bills in a whole other venue.
Yeah.
I hope this grows.
Absolutely.
And you know, we get sponsors. Hey. That would love us to post more. But at the same time, I'm not a slave to it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
I am too.
And I again, not saying that I don't want to grow. Not saying that I don't want bigger things for this platform, because obviously I do.
Yeah.
And at that point in time, we have to pivot to do some different things. But my bills are paid from something else. So therefore, if I'm sick and we can't do this, then it's okay. Nobody's not going to eat because of it.
Right.
You know?
I do. I love that we have that dynamic.
Yeah.
I really do. It's not tied to, I got to pump this content out. It's like, y'all get it when we give it to you. That's not being shady. Y'all are working too, most, you know, so you understand.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And there are different things we've talked about, you know, monetizing, leaning in more. And those are all things that will come to fruition in due time.
Absolutely.
But I definitely want to be aware of, my time.
Yes.
And my capacity. And just the mental health aspect, the strain of it.
Yes.
Because people are making a lot of BS just to be on.
Exactly.
And I don't want to make BS just to be on.
We want quality content.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I love that for you. You're not, we've talked about it before. When you're in the moment, you're in the moment. You know, I have to message Neysa, take a picture at the concert. Like what with Janet, I was like, I'm going to need something from you.
We were together last night for events. Actually, 2 events.
Yeah.
Ask me how many pictures of that event I have. None.
0.
Not any.
Because you were in the moment.
I'm in the moment.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to people. I'm hugging people.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I leave, I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
But in the moment, I'm talking to people I love and care about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is weird because of what I do for a living. If, well, obviously we're at the same event yesterday, but if I were not with you at that event, if I were working in my work persona, and I was there with you at this event, I would have taken 1,012 pictures of you talking to everybody.
Right. Yeah.
As your wing person,
yes, yeah,
I do that.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
But as the subject, I don't do that.
Right.
And I'm like, I just don't think about it.
Your mind doesn't. Yeah.
But if I'm in the work mode and I'm like wingmanning, I'm doing,
you're killing it.
Yeah. You get all the pictures and all the angles and all the things and, you know, there's tons of content.
Absolutely.
But when I'm not in that mindset, when I'm actually just living and being, I'm living and being.
Yeah.
And I
respect that.
Gotta find a better balance between the two, but I'm okay with where it swings right now.
I'm okay with the little content because I think it's still something. You know what I mean? That's my mindset. Because I know, again, that's not where you are. You are in the moment. So I'm like, let me take this picture. Definitely want to get, you know, the guest of honor.
Of course.
Because there are plenty of opportunities to take pictures with all people I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. I chose not to. I'm like, I'm not doing all that.
Right.
I'm going to take a picture of who I need to take a picture of and keep it moving. Right. So even for me, I'm not, phone is out the entire time.
Exactly.
For my piece. I'm like, I'm not about to do that.
Right.
So I get it.
It's interesting, too, because back to the safe space conversation.
Yeah.
I've been places with people that we both know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're here to celebrate this.
Yeah.
And everybody's making content are you here?
Are you here?
Are you here?
Yeah.
And did you ask anybody who was at the events, is it okay if I show you in this light? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
True.
Because not everything's for everybody.
Absolutely.
You know, like there's a lot of times, like even the thing you posted to me last week, you know, I was like, how my booty look? Like, did it look all right in pants?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like don't have me have to look a monkey.
Right.
But beyond just the aesthetic, you know, I move with a lot of people who are in different walks of life, who do different things.
Yeah.
So I'm not just going to make content of all this and put it up there and you be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been on a party bus before. Somebody had their camera out and I'm like, you know you're running for office, right? Like, you're going to have the party, like...
Right, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with the duality, but at the same time, like, don't let this moment, you know, deter somebody else's long-term goals.
Right.
Because you won't be, oh, I was here with so-and-so. Like...
I find this interesting. This isn't, like you push back. And I don't really have a necessarily dog in the fight.
Yeah.
So you're putting the onus on the person with the phone out and not the subject. It's just interesting. Yeah. That's all. Thank you. The crusty mouth. I get it. Yeah.
It's going a little white, but you're okay. I can't see it on the camera, so you're
okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you, sis.
No.
But I find that just interesting. Because you're right. But I feel like nowadays I'm like, I not struggle with per se, but just having to be on because you don't know whose phone is out.
Exactly.
You know? So I'm having to... But for me, I'm aware of that because of the space and the times we're in. So for me, it doesn't bother me. Specifically, Neysa does not like when people go live. I will tell you that. I've been with Neysa at events, people going live, and it's like, did I sign an NDA? I didn't agree to
Did I?
And it's like, I don't want to be live, you know? So I do understand that. So how do you...
There's a difference. So let me clarify.
Yeah.
If we're at the Janet concert,
right,
people are going to be live, right?
Okay,
it is what it is. It's a big event, blah, 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 blah. If I'm at your birthday party, people who were not invited to your birthday party, why are we inviting them into this event when they were not invited to this event?
Okay.
And so we're having a good time turning up and somebody's going live and I'm like, but why?
Okay.
Like, why is it their business how we celebrate your birthday? Now, if you were like, hey, we're going to all have our cameras out, do X, Y, and Z, or, hey, guys, just so you know, some people will be going live. I've asked so-and-so to do, you know. To me, that makes sense. I know going in.
Yeah.
But, no, I don't. I don't like it. I hate it with
That's
the passion.
The world we live in. I'm not saying this right or wrong, but I'm just, unfortunately, and you don't know. You know, even with the events we go to, I'll do a spray, you know, like, I'm not live, but I'll do like a video. I try not to have kids if I, you know, but I'm aware of that because of what we do for a living.
Right.
But I do understand what you're saying.
And I don't know why live bothers me more than the spray the crowd.
Does bother.
It bothers me a lot. But if you're like spraying the crowd, like a quick walk through, whatever, that's, you know, I don't have an issue with that normally.
Yeah.
But, and again, depends on the venue. Like, if I'm at something large.
Right. If you're in a public.
Exactly.
You know, public event. Yeah.
But if we're in something private, like somebody's home. Like,
yeah.
I didn't invite them into my home.
Right.
You know, so why are you live? Like, but my people would do that to me because they know how my
they know
me.
Yeah,
and
people,
I'm not pleasant, so they should not do that. Yeah,
I try to get people just in a good light whenever if I'm at an event, even if it's public or not, you know.
And people are hyper aware of themselves, but not aware of anything going on behind them or how their friends look sometimes. I think that's rude as hell. Yeah. Like, if you know I'm looking busted, why are you posting this picture?
Why are you posting it?
Like, you better erase me, put a box over me, crop that mug, do something. Don't have me look like this. And you like, oh, but I look good in it.
Right? Like, yeah.
I'm gonna fight you in the street a little bit. Like, don't want that.
There's just so much to navigate with this. Like, just the phone.
I went to a wedding.
Computer in your hand.
And everybody's on the dance floor, and this chick was doing video the entire time.
Yeah.
Going live. She never partook in the dance.
Yeah.
But she was just, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Are you in process?
Right.
Are you on staff? Like, yeah. Which one is it?
Because the generation of before computers and when they were ushered in. Technology, all of that. You know? Yeah. You're X, I'm Cusper.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we know what it's like to be in a moment. We know what it's like to not have Waze on our phone or whatever. Like, you just knew how to get right. Yeah. We know what a payphone looks like. Yes. Have used payphones. Like,
you go to AAA, get the maps. Back in the day,
you know how to read a map. Put on the hood of the car, and like, just, you know. And it's so from that perspective. Even like you said, you being able to sit your phone down, believe it or not, for me in this day and age, like, that's freedom.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know, like I said, my mornings are my mornings, but once I'm on the phone, I'm on the phone all day. Till the night. Even, you know, I can set up like, it's my screen time, and it shows me how much screen time I've had. And when I need to be shutting it down. But again, I'm operating it, so I can turn that on and off, and I have before. I'm like, I'm going to do it, and I'm like, no, it's 11 o'clock. Let me look.
Now, my friends and family probably say I'm tethered to work like that. And in the past, I've been tethered to work.
Yeah.
I've always worked in 24-hour businesses, so I was tethered to, you know, my phone and answering things at all times and weighing in on things. So that's something that I did. But, not so much to social, per se.
I appreciate that about you, though. Watching you now, like when you're in a space, you are there. You're in the moment. For me, I try to capture some of it because I like memories. I mean, that's just me. I do, and I'll admit, not being super deep, but a history of Alzheimer's and dementia in my family. So there are times I've thought, because I never know. God forbid it happened to me, but I want to be able to look back and be like, I do. Maybe it'll jog something. You know what I mean?
For you, it'll be music. It'll be music.
I know. But I'm with you. The whole event, no. Let me get a little boop, 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 some snapshots. Then I'm out doing the Tamia line dance. What?
Yeah.
I don't need to capture all the things, but these phones are so addictive.
Here's the deal. Like, we know that all this screen time is bad, right? Like, you know that. We know that AI is developing really, really quickly.
Allen Iverson.
And it is, you know, it's not good, right? However, we trade security and safety for convenience, and I do it too.
Yeah,
I have devices in my home that I can speak to. I of course use a phone, a smartphone.
Yeah,
I got the watch on right now. You know, there's all these things that we're tied to technology to make our life easier.
Yeah,
which I appreciate. At the same time, I think, okay, and you know, everybody has a different cusp of what they think the threshold should be, right? But we've seen Terminator.
Yes.
We've seen Ready Player One. Oof. But we keep making self-actualizing and creating things that go down that path. And I'm like, at what point do we stop doing that?
Yeah.
You know, like, at what point does it not become Skynet or the Matrix or whatever else, you know?
Yeah.
Gary Vee, which, you know, those who love his marketing stuff, I've listened to him for many, many years now. But he mentioned years ago, he was like, this isn't reality anymore.
Right.
What you're doing in the digital world is actually reality. You can create whoever you want to be, do whoever you want to be, have whatever business you want to be in this virtual space. And that truly is your reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that some of that is true. However, I think that the merger between realities is getting shorter because we've seen so often that people will be, you know, X, Y, and Z on social, and somebody will be like, no, this is who they are in real life, and those words will crash together. And we have to be very cognizant of those things. Like, in the 80s, who you were at work in the community could be totally different from who you were at home, and a lot of times it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now these worlds have collided, and it's like, okay, you know, how do we navigate all of this? And it's interesting. Like, my children are digital natives.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I did all the mistakes in the digital world, sharing too much in digital spaces. Right. You know, sharing pictures of children, my own children. You know, I actually went back and started scrubbing some of the things I posted about them because, we had this huge megaphone and we were just venting.
Yeah.
Not realizing the longevity of it.
Them Facebook memories don't nothing get you like that. I look and I'm like, I said that.
And I delete them. Delete.
Right.
Delete.
Like,
no, I don't like that. Like,
Lord. I know.
Because you grow and change. And we've seen
you do.
Even celebrities and comedians especially.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Eddie Murphy's Raw was funny. It was funny. It does not stand the test of time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And two things can be true.
Yeah.
I can say that we were painfully unaware and did not give a damn about how our words affected people.
Right. Yeah.
From the 80 to 98.
Right.
True.
True.
And then we were like, oh shit, this is hurtful. We're all hurt because of these words.
Right.
And we're all hurt in different ways. And what if we do better? This wasn't like an actual conversation, but you know what I mean? We evolved as a society, we thought, until, people started acting a fool again. But we can talk about that right now.
Right.
And the orange person. But, neither leave that alone. But we thought we evolved, right?
Yes.
And we were more PC, things of that nature.
Yep.
And people are like, well, you can't say that now. No, you just can't say hurtful shit now.
Right.
Don't hurt people.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
But then when we go back and show tweets from the past.
Right.
And we're like, see, they were hateful in 88.
That's then.
We have to give it a better lens.
Yes.
Were you hateful in 88 and have now learned your lesson and doing good work? Or were you hateful in 88 and you still hateful in 2023?
Yeah. Right.
Because there are some folk, who we've seen, especially in Nashville.
Yeah.
With the whole drag conversation.
Yes.
And I'm like, but you had on a dress back in 1976.
Talk about it.
But you anti-drag now. Oh, that was just clean. That was just good fun.
That was good. Ooh, right.
That was just
the
fun.
Wording. Yep.
But you're making policies that hurt people in 2023.
Yeah.
But you were doing this. Or people who say evil stuff and then are still having evil actions.
Right.
Well, that's just who you are as a character.
Yeah.
That's just who you are.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people who've done things, said things. I'm sure I've said things and done things that are like, all right.
Yeah.
And then you grow and you learn and you do better and you make amends and reparations and all those different things and you move forward.
Absolutely.
And there's accountability and also grace.
Yeah. My tummy.
You hungry too?
Noise.
Can we go to brunch?
Go ahead. I'm going to sleep.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Go ahead.
Look, talking about AI, I'm about I can make reservations on my phone.
And and Neysa and I have seen it. I saw it with the ushering in. We talked about it of automation. So working at a TV station, there used to be people in the studio, floor directors, camera operators, all of that. But we've seen it ushered in to where those people lost jobs because everything is automated. You have an automated system. You have one person. It's still a person, but controlling the camera, pushing a button, using technology to move those cameras. So from that to where it is now and to where it's going, I would just say educate yourself. Be mindful of the things that you're doing. Yep. Try to protect yourself as best as you can.
Hidden Figures did that, remember?
Yeah.
They were doing math on paper and they learned the computing system and then, they were able to navigate that next realm. And I think that that's something we all have to be aware of. I mean, heck, I write.
Yeah.
I do communications for a living.
Yeah.
And AI is now doing communications. Like, how do we stay abreast of that?
Have you used ChatGPT yet? Yeah.
So how do we, figure this all out and, work this whole situation?
Exactly. Yeah. I agree. Wall-E. I always use Wall-E. That's my example.
It's the Wild Wild West. Exactly.
I really they did Earth wrong. And we already see that climate change.
We're doing that wrong right now.
We're doing it. I'm like, we really are on Wall-E. They go to space, VR.
Yep.
That's all they have all day. They're sedentary.
Yep.
Everybody big, but they're getting it in because they got big babies.
Yep.
So,
all right. We can't get in the Wall-E right now.
Okay.
We have to let that go.
Okay.
We're going to talk about all the movies that
we are going to talk about it. You're right.
But at this point, we're going to get off here because you're watching this on your phone.
You are.
And so we want you to put your phone down for a second.
And Neysa tapped me to be quiet.
And go be great. I did tap you. I did.
She did be quiet.
Yeah. But we're gonna let you get off your phone and go be great.
Go be great.
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.